the grand reveal of the RSI settings. Something that you guys have been waiting for so long. Mauricio, what are those RSI settings? Mauricio, where can I get these settings? How can I put them in my computer? How can I be so successful with these settings? How do you know about these settings? Today you will know. Today, those RSI settings will be revealed to you to take advantage and overall be able to input them on your trading view and start trading the way that I trade. Now, to go back into this, understand that these RSI settings have helped me out so much because they've been able to help me find areas where I want to go ahead and take in consideration as potential points of interest. As you can see in the previous videos, I talk a lot about points of interest that I take in consideration to enter and have those sniper entries that have led me to a phenomenal overall record-breaking risk to reward of a 1 to 231 risk to reward, which has been all documented on my previous videos. So let's get to it. Let's go ahead and reveal the settings. Let's get into the laptop. Let's go. So now that we're over here on the laptop, let me walk you guys through real quick. Now, what these RSI settings do, they help you find very important points in the market that I take in consideration for my trading. Now, today I was able to go ahead and obtain a nice trade on USD CAD. As you guys can see, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this right here. This trade was sent out to the free Telegram that you guys can see on the link down below. You guys will be able to access this. You guys can see the entry, very nice entry. I let you guys know ahead of time. My eyes are on GU, UCAD, and gold. Now, look at the entry, look at the position. We're looking at 1.25750, okay? And look into this zone. Came right into the 1.25750. There's the before. Here's the after. And as you guys can see, the trade that I had currently taken. Now, this link is going to be on the bottom description down below. So go ahead and click the link on the description down below so that we can access this free Telegram. This is free for you guys to take advantage. Now you guys can see I use my divergence in a certain way, okay? And when it comes to these settings, they help me out a lot to identify when market is overbought or oversold at a specific time, which is going to be London or New York session, which are the times that I like to trade. Now, when it comes to those scenarios, you want to look into certain criteria as far as, you know, is this a swing trade, is it a position trade, is it a scalp, or is it an intraday trade? The thing I like about it is the fact that if I'm able to identify that market is creating me divergence during the New York session, I know that market is going to potentially push towards that direction of where New York session is leading us. Now, of course, we had some confirmations in the market over here, such as liquidity being provided. Very nice confirmation that we can see right here that liquidity was providing us overall areas of understanding that there is some money right on top of over here. Now, on the other case scenario, I can also identify that divergence was leading us to understand the market wants to shift to the upside. However, I need to find a potential zone or something that's going to help me understand that market will lead to the upside. And that is exactly this right here, which is our verification of liquidity. Now, I'm going to be talking about verification liquidities and other topics later on in the future, but for now, bear with me because I'm going to the divergence section and how it is that it works. Now, in this case scenario, I can see that market has done 3 runs, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then right here, when I see that our divergence is nearly under this dotted line, which is my lower band, okay, that helps me find a potential point of interest. Now, we had a potential interest a point of interest right there. And then we had another point of interest, which is accumulation of price right over here that took place. And this accumulation of price was the one that took place from this point of interest, because typically when I see a point of interest back to back, I go to the nearest one, which is the highest one, or nearest one to where the market could potentially rally down into. 50% of this accumulation of price, we can see that it comes down very nicely into the 1.25753 level. And of course, I like to go to my whole number or psychological number. In this case, it's going to be 750. And when I go to that 750, I can identify that market is going to potentially come into the zone and then spike up. Look at that snipe, guys. Look at that position right there as far as how you can obtain a very nice snipe to a very good risk to reward ratio. And this trade alone, I was a little bit conservative. I went ahead and put 10 pip stop loss on this specific trade and a 30 pip take profit. So when it comes to this scenario, it looked very nice. It was a nice 1-3 risk to reward ratio. And as you guys can see, the position of when I got in and when I got out of the trade was very important. And you guys can see entry precise, exit precise, and then rallies back down. We were able to obtain a nice 1-3 risk to reward ratio. But now to the thing that you guys have been waiting for is going to be my RSI settings. So when it comes to my RSI settings, let me go and show you guys this right here. I like to use 13 close, and for my upper and lower band, it's 68 and 32. Now, there's certain criteria, certain things I pay attention to these bands and why I have these things. And I'll be talking about these things later on in the future. But for now, that is the RSI settings that I personally use for the way that I trade. It's a very nice way of trading. It's a very nice way to get nice little intraday trades, but also a nice way to get swing trades like this one right here, where we were able to obtain a very great entry over here with a very small stop loss. The original one was 13 pips, but this one I actually went ahead and did this live on YouTube and posted it for you guys to see the entry and see where it was going to go. Came down to a 1-15 risk reward. Right now it's pulling back up. I'm expecting to come back up into these potential zones and then pull back down once again. But going into that, I'll be talking later on in the future. And what was it that helped me find this potential point of interest? Again, it was market allowing me to identify divergence because of what we had over here. So watch this right here, guys. We have market going down, and then over here in this case scenario, we have a flat market in this area right here over here. So we were able to identify that there was divergence, and overall the time that we were trading it, it was around New York time frame, New York session, where we had a lot of volatility for market to go down. So I'll be talking about how to trade with that divergence settings later on in the future, but for now, I had revealed to you guys what are my settings and how is that you guys can take in consideration these specific settings for your trading journey. So with that said, guys, if you guys enjoy this lesson, if you guys enjoy the settings, if you guys enjoy the information, please help me out with the thumbs up down below, comment, and subscribe as always. With that said, see you guys next time. Have a great one. Goodbye.